Stop scrolling for just a moment. What if I told you that somewhere in the world, someone woke up this morning believing they had years left to live, never realizing this would be their final sunrise? They made plans for tomorrow. They postponed their dreams. They said, I'll do it later. But later never came. Now ask yourself one question. If tonight were the last page of your story, would you be proud of the life you are living today? Silence is a strange thing. It has a way of revealing truths that noise keeps hidden. During the rush of every ordinary day, we rarely stop long enough to ask ourselves the questions that truly matter. We wake up. We rush to work. We chase deadlines. We answer messages. We worry about bills. We make plans for next month and next year. Yet, beneath all the activity, one reality quietly follows every one of us. Time never stops. It never waits. It never returns. Every second that passes becomes a memory you can never relive. One day you are learning how to ride a bicycle. The next, you are watching your own children grow. One day you are sitting beside your parents at the dinner table, believing those moments will last forever. Then suddenly the chairs become empty, the voices become memories, and the people who shaped your life exist only in photographs and in your heart. That is how quickly life moves. Not with loud announcements, not with warning signs, but quietly, almost invisibly. The greatest deception is believing there will always be another opportunity, another phone call, another apology, another prayer, another chance to tell someone you love them. The truth is, tomorrow belongs to no one. Only today has been placed into your hands. Imagine holding a glass filled with water. Every second, one drop quietly disappears. You barely notice it happening. Yet eventually, the glass becomes empty. That glass is your life. Every conversation, every decision, every sunrise removes another drop. Most people never notice until there is almost nothing left. That is why wise people do not count how many years they have lived. They ask how they have lived those years. Have they loved deeply? Have they forgiven completely? Have they remained faithful when life became difficult? Have they honored God, not only with their words, but with the choices they made when no one else was watching? Because character is never built in public. Character is built in the quiet moments, when nobody is applauding, when nobody is posting about you, when nobody even knows the sacrifice you are making. The world celebrates what is visible. God sees what is invisible. He sees the prayer whispered through tears. He sees the act of kindness that no one thanked you for. He sees the temptation you resisted. He sees the honesty you chose, even when dishonesty would have been easier. Nothing escapes his sight, and nothing done with a sincere heart is ever wasted. Many people spend years searching for success, believing it will finally make them feel complete. They tell themselves, if I earn more money, then I'll be happy. If I buy a bigger house, then I'll have peace. If people admire me, then my life will matter. But history tells a different story. There have been wealthy people who died lonely, powerful people who died afraid, famous people who admitted they still felt empty, because the human soul was never created to be satisfied by possessions. It was created for purpose. Purpose gives meaning to suffering. Purpose gives direction to sacrifice. Purpose allows ordinary people to live extraordinary lives. Without purpose, even success feels empty. With purpose, even hardship becomes meaningful. Perhaps today you feel discouraged. Perhaps life has not unfolded the way you imagined. Perhaps you've prayed for doors that never opened. Perhaps you've worked harder than everyone around you and still feel overlooked. If that describes you, listen carefully. Your present situation is not your final destination. The seed buried beneath the soil appears forgotten. No one sees it. No one applauds it. From the outside, it looks as though nothing is happening. Yet beneath the surface, life is growing. Roots are stretching. Strength is forming. Preparation is taking place. Then one day, what was hidden breaks through the ground for everyone to see. God often works the same way in our lives. While you think nothing is happening, He may be preparing you for something greater than you can imagine. That season of waiting may be shaping your patience. That disappointment may be protecting you from something you cannot yet understand. That closed door may be guiding you toward the one you were truly meant to enter. Never confuse delay with abandonment. God's silence is not His absence. Sometimes the greatest miracles begin in seasons when nothing seems to be changing. Look back over your own life. How many moments once felt like disasters, but later became blessings? How many disappointments redirected you towards something better? How many unanswered prayers eventually made perfect sense? Life often makes sense only when viewed through the mirror of time. That is why faith is so powerful. Faith allows you to keep walking before you have all the answers. It teaches you to trust when logic says stop. It teaches you to hope when circumstances appear hopeless. Real faith is not pretending pain does not exist. Real faith is believing that pain is not the end of your story. Every person carries invisible battles. The smile you see may be hiding grief. The confidence you admire may have been built through years of failure. The strongest people you know have likely cried when nobody else was around. Never judge someone's journey by the chapter you happen to see. Everyone is fighting something. That is why kindness is never wasted. One encouraging sentence can change the direction of someone's entire day. One act of forgiveness can heal a relationship that seemed beyond repair. One moment of compassion can restore hope to a person who was ready to give up. Never underestimate small acts of goodness. Great lives are rarely built through one extraordinary decision. They are built through thousands of ordinary decisions made faithfully every single day. One prayer, one honest conversation, one disciplined morning, one kind word, one temptation resisted, one promise kept. Then another and another. Those small decisions quietly become your character. And eventually your character becomes your legacy. People often ask what the meaning of life is. Perhaps the better question is this: who are you becoming while you are living? Because one day every achievement will be left behind, every title will disappear, every possession will belong to someone else. But the person you became, that is the story your life will always tell. So before this day ends, do not simply ask God to bless your plans. Ask Him to transform your heart. Ask Him to give you wisdom where there is confusion, courage where there is fear, patience where there is frustration, compassion where there is anger, faith where there is doubt. Because a changed heart creates a changed life. And a changed life can change generations.